Well, cheers, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, depending upon where you are, and welcome to Bourbon Neophyte. Hope you all are having a great day today because I know I am, because I actually get to spend the afternoon with you all. An unusual occurrence, doesn't happen often. I'm usually on after live wire whiskey. So late night, 9 p.m. Pacific. But today I'm giving all the East Coasters a little bit of a treat because they don't normally get to see me or stay up that late, because for them, when I come on, as you know, it's midnight. But us on the West Coast here, hey, it's prime time when I'm on at 9 p.m. But I really do like to have an early show from time to time. And thanks to Four Leaf Whiskey, it just worked out that I could slide into this particular time slot tonight and do this stream. So I am very grateful to Stacy that it just worked out that I could be here with you all today, and particularly those of you on the East Coast. I mean, it's just great to be able to have this conversation with you and talk whiskey and just, you know, share some stories and chat like we normally do on the later time that I'm on. But it's really great to see you here. I've already been chatting with some people in the chat here just prior to actually the stream, as I was getting ready to start this thing and make sure everything is going. But I do see a newcomer here. Well, he's not a newcomer, but he's just new because it's the first time I've seen his name pop up. But I knew he'd show up. Tater Dom, cheers, man. And so glad that you got that package. I just need to know, did you try that sample I dropped off to you? What do you think about it? Good, bad, indifferent, or maybe you didn't try it yet. I don't know. Oh, look at this guy, all the way from the great state of Virginia. Slapshot. Cheers, brother. How are you? And yeah, I got your comment. You're vertically challenged when you stand next to most people. But man, oh day, T-Rob is one tall boy, let me tell you. Big, big, big. So, that being said, do me a favor, everybody. Smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, smash the like button and go over there and subscribe. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate that, because the more likes you get, it takes that YouTube algorithm and gets you a little more noticed out there in the world. So I certainly do appreciate that. So, I just see another name come over here. Dave, what is up, man? Cheers. Appreciate it. Always glad to see you. And then I know, Sugar Kitty, you got double duty going on. Understand that. But always appreciate that you can multitask. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I just wondered if you had tried it. Yeah, absolutely. There's more than enough to part that out to get another opinion besides mine, yours. It's always good to share. That's for sure. And I will say, as you know, I was impressed uh, with that sample. Well, I was impressed with that bottle. And I've actually had it a minute before I popped it and decided to do that review. So anyway, the biggest thing here is tonight that I stopped at one of my favorite haunts here in Las Vegas. And some of you know, because you've heard me talk about it, you've heard Big Vic talk about it, you've heard Livewire Whiskey talk about it, and particularly Chris and Lil over there in Australia, they talked about it. Stanley Wagner, he's talked about it. I can go on for with a few people who I've actually taken there to go over to this store. But Liquor Lineup 2 over here in North Las Vegas is a great place to stop if you're in Las Vegas. And I'm not just saying that. I can honestly tell you that the people there are extremely knowledgeable when it comes to whiskeys and beer. It's not just whiskey and beer. They also have a tremendous knowledge if you are a wine connoisseur. So these people there know their stuff. And the owner, who I personally got to know since they've opened, and matter of fact, their actual grand opening a little over 2 years ago, I streamed the opening with the lines and everything on Scotch Down Under. Their Ken stream down there in Australia. So I stood out there with the lines and everything and streamed for a few minutes just to show people what an opening looks like here in the States. But anyway, I had stopped in there because I had to pick something up for Big Vic, and he asked me to get it for him. So of course I do. So I went over there, but of course I knew that they had some picks going on. Like they have an Eagle Rare pick there. They have a great Frey Ranch pick there and a Bull Run pick. And by the way, if you haven't been to their website, I have the link in the description. If you go to the channel, you go to this particular show down in there, there is a link particularly to the Bull Run. So that way you can look at it. You can also go to their site and see what they have to offer there if you're interested in anything. And if you're visiting Las Vegas, it is a great place to stop. But anyway, I go in there regularly just to chat, see what's new, see what's there. But anyway, I went there to pick up some stuff for Vic. And I knew they had another release of this Bull Run. And last year I got to try it. And I had quite a few drams of it over a period of time. And I enjoyed that particular pick that they had last year. And if Big Vic pops in, he will attest to that because I do know that he thoroughly enjoyed it also. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Mike from Livewire Whiskey also picked up a bottle. And I think Stan did. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know a couple people picked up a bottle there. And I did partake in some of those bottles during that particular whiskey weekend, since there was a lot of people here in Vegas last year. As a matter of fact, it was over the Labor Day holiday last year. And of course, we did the tour of some other establishments, but definitely had to put Liquor Lineup 2 as the first place we stopped. But anyway, so when I went in there, picked up Vic's bottle, I grabbed this from there. It is Bull Run. It is a pick from there in cooperation with a whiskey group here, the Whiskey Slickers. I haven't personally met anyone from there. And if I have, sorry, I can't remember, but it happens. But anyway, they did a little collab and they come up with this particular bottle. And let me turn this around because I chuckled when I seen this, and I'm going to highlight myself. So give me just a moment to get over here. I missed my spot. There we go. Let me just bring this in. Come on. One more time. Can we do it? Do it one more time, people. So it wants to be obstinate today. Hold on. Let me see if I can switch my hand here. We're going to do it one more time. Is it going to do it or no? Nope. It's being obstinate today. It does not want to solo me. Anyway, that's the wonderful things about live streams. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does not. Anyway, let me just get this a little closer so you all can see it. Sorry. There we go. Now it worked out fine. Can you all see that? Their little tater sticker there, which made me chuckle because I actually read it today. Actually, for the first time, I've looked at it, but I didn't sit and read it, but I did. On the back, it says, "Sweet baby bully. Let that roll around in your mouth." I just thought it was a comical and funny sticker, so let me hold that up. But anyway, this particular whiskey, notice I did not say bourbon. I said whiskey. All bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon, that I'm sure you all are aware of. This is an American whiskey aged 16 years in ex-bourbon barrels. That is the disclaimer. Being that it was not in new charred oak barrels, you can't call it a bourbon, even though the mash bill's over the amount of corn needed. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all of that. Batch number is A like Apple, P Paul, F as in Frank 87. Barrel number is 00014. It's 61.13% ABV or 122.26 proof. So 2.6. That is pretty specific, right? Pretty specific. It's aged an additional 12 months in a Pinot Noir cask. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but look how dark this juice is in this bottle. Look how dark this is. I mean, it's not black, but it is the deepest mahogany color I have seen in a minute. It really, truly is. Deep, deep, deep mahogany. I think that is a good description of this particular bottle. Very good description of this bottle. But the color is one that just draws my attention naturally, which draws anybody's attention, particularly us connoisseurs here in the whiskey world. Notice I didn't say connoisseur because I'm not that good, but it has a beautiful, beautiful, rich, dark color. And I just went ahead and took the liberty of, for the sake of time, and I put some in a glass. Can you all get a better look at that color? Let me just bring it up a little closer here for you. I mean, that is a beautiful, beautiful, deep, rich, dark color. Really is a great color. I really like the color. I mean, the color doesn't really mean anything when it comes to juice, but it draws your attention to it when you see this bottle. It really, really does. At 122.26 proof, it's getting up there, but I make no bones about it. You all know I am a proofy bitch. I enjoy higher proof whiskeys. Anything north of 100 really starts making my toes tap. And when you get up 110, 115, 120, 25, 30, 35, oh man, stop. Makes me happier than a hog at the trough, I'm telling you. Now, I know some people don't like the higher proof whiskeys and feel that it's just not in their wheelhouse. And that's absolutely fine. To each his own. But when you taste some of these different expressions that are out there that are in that 110, 115, 120 range, and you can appreciate what that distillery made and that blender put into it, and you taste that whiskey, to me, it's amazing. The higher proof just releases the flavor in the whiskey. It just does. I don't know. Now, in its own right, there are lower proof whiskeys, and I'm talking 90, 92, 95. South of that, when it comes to a bourbon, there are good ones, but they're not my absolute favorite. But there are some that are just good in their own right at 90, 92 proof that are excellent daily sippers. So I'm not frowning upon the lower proof ones or anything like that. But let me step away from that because that could be a whole nother topic with us all here tonight. It just can be. Let's get down to what we're talking about here. And that's what's in this glass right now. Like I said, the Bull Run American whiskey, aged 16 years. And this is MGP. Yes, 16-year-old MGP. And I'm going to tell you what. If Whiskey Uncensored hears that I'm talking about 16-year-old MGP, he's going to have something to say about it, because you know he loves himself some nice aged MGP. That's for sure. So color we know is beautiful. In my opinion, the proof is absolutely perfect number. 122.26. You can leave out the 26. I'm good with that. 122 proof. It's all good. But I have to take just a quick moment, because there are a few people that I seen pop in here, like John. I just want to say cheers. And then, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Whiskey Wars, fresh out. Up already. What time is it for him? Oh no, it's all right. Yeah, it's close to his bedtime, but it's okay. Always appreciate him being here. And then, of course, we got Grandy Road. Cheers, man. Thank you for popping in here. And I knew I saw Chris in there. There he goes. Just ask Ken about things not working. Let me tell you what, didn't Ken have a problem today on his stream? Yeah, it was just something else. But anyhow, and then Mr. Jiggs, cheers. Always appreciate you here. And I know there is one more I'm pretty sure I am missing. So let me just bear with me, people, because you know there are just some people I have got to shout out. I might have got it, but I thought I saw John Cloud over here. I could be wrong, but I swore I saw him pop through there. But you know, that chat just starts to roll, and I'm catching everything out of the corner of my eye, but it's all right. We are all good here, people. Okay, so the main reason why we are all here, we're going to get to this, because I know some of you are interested in it. You've heard people talk about it on other channels last year that were here for Whiskey Weekend that had picked up a bottle of this from Liquor Lineup 2. So, and I put the Glen cap on here for a reason, because I really wanted to keep the notes inside for a moment until I get to pull them off. Okay, give me a few. Absolutely right. I will post that link so others can join. And people that are new here that don't know, this is kind of a pub style chat where at one point here in the stream, I will post the link and people in chat may join up and contribute to the conversation that we are having, be it whiskey or tobacco. You don't have to be an expert at anything, because none of us in here are an expert. But if you have something that you want to contribute or you want to talk about, absolutely fine. You can do that. We'll bring you on and we'll have a little discussion. But anyway, let me take the top off of this and let's just see. Oh, wow. First thing that hits my nose is fruit, like a brown sugar, dark caramel, spice, a little maltiness. You know, I love Scotch, particularly a good single malt Scotch. I'm getting a little maltiness on the nose. It is fruity, and I know that's from the wine. And maybe, and I don't know why, but hold on. Nah, I almost thought, and I don't want to say it, but I'm going to. I almost thought I got a hint of like banana, like you get from Old Forester sometimes. That I'm like, no, can't be. I haven't. It's just a very sweet, malty, bready, fruity nose on it. Okay, yeah, that's that. I'm going to stick with that for now. I'm going to stick with that for now. So let's give this a little taste here. Okay, one more before I start telling you what this is like, because I just want to get that first sip out of the way. Viscous. It's viscous. It's sweet. Fruit, spice, especially how it grips the tongue. Fruity on the retrohale. Nice spice on the finish. Finish definitely is not short. The finish is definitely not short. A little zest there at the end. I don't want to say lemony, but it's along that line to me. It's nice. It's not overpowering. It's not overbearing by any means. A nice mouthfeel. Creamy, if that would make sense to you. You know that this is a higher proof whiskey. Let me say that. 122.26, like I said earlier. If you poured this for me in a blind, I would probably have put this right around the 110 to 115 range. I don't think I would have come up with 122. So it doesn't, in my opinion, drink like it is the higher proof that it is. I told you if I mentioned 16-year-old MGP juice, whiskey uncensored, would pop out of the woodwork from wherever he was, and bam, there he is. Ta-da. When you talk aged MGP juice, that's the man right there. He will come out of the woodwork right there, especially a 16-year-old juice out of MGP. So, yeah, this definitely does not drink like the proof that it is, which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. So let me just have a little more. West by God, Virginia, now Pennsylvania. Now you're in my neck of the woods, West by God, Virginia. Well, Pennsylvania, not West by God, Virginia, but there you go, Ben. Honk when you pass Pittsburgh. Just keep going. Unless you're going to Pamani Brothers, then pull over. All right, let me get another little sip here to give you a recommendation. Sweet Baby Bully. A little collab between Liquor Lineup 2 and the Whiskey Slickers. Well, I will tell you, this is pretty darn good. I would have to say that it's a definite put on your shelf without a doubt. That it's something that I think people who appreciate uh, a whiskey like this, particularly with that's finished in a Pinot Noir that like that type of finish on there, the juice is in that Pinot Noir finish is excellent. It is excellent. The wine note is not overpowering at all. Uh, Ben, I'm jealous because I'm not a bit hungry, but I would definitely eat a Primanti Brothers sandwich right now. Already placed. And you know what, Sugar Kitty? You can have the coleslaw on the side, but I don't care. If he brought me that Primanti Brothers sandwich right now, I'd pair it with this and not have a problem with it. So the Bull Run is an exceptional dram. Bottom line, it is a good dram. It's flavorful. It's viscous. It has the points I look for in a whiskey with flavor, spice, proof, age. What more could you want? I think it's an excellent choice that Liquor Lineup made in the Whiskey Slickers and got this pick. So I do think it was well worth my journey, and I know that Big Vic's going to like it. That's for darn sure. But if anybody is really interested and just want to take a look, like I said, the website information is in the description for the video. Feel free to copy and paste it into your browser and just take a look. You know, if you're going to be in Vegas anytime soon, I'm definitely going to tell you want to buy one and try it out. It's really, truthfully, is it really is worth it. Really is a good drop. You won't be disappointed. That being said, I'm going to have a little more, and a little cheers to Liquor Lineup and the Whiskey Slickers. Great pick. That's for sure. Great pick. Sorry. It is worth a pause to enjoy that sip. And besides, being it is a north of 115 proof, you have to give it a little respect. But like I said, on the retrohale, it's still fruity and sweet with great spicy finish with a little zest on the side, kind of as the kicker. It's absolutely enjoyable. Enjoyable. Let me clear my palate here real quick. Always hydrate and have water. Make sure if Whiskey Mountain's on here, Doc, I got my water. Don't you worry. I'm set. Ah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Now that we have that going, and now I'm going to say out of the way, but out of the way, let's get into the next little portion of this and talk about the pairing I did with some pipe tobacco here lately. There is a company, Cornell and Diehl, I refer to it as C&D, that had released a small batch release. Yes, small batch. I think was it 8,000? So I guess that's a small batch for them. I can't remember the exact number. Yes, it is 8,000. It is a blended pipe tobacco called Steamworks. And there was a little picture of it in the thumbnail, and I'm going to hold up the can right here. Get a little closer. Here we go. Can everybody see that okay? Looks pretty good. So I got a little sample of this. And as you know, it's a spirits and leaf. So I decided to see if this particular expression, how it would hold up to Steamworks. Whoops, focus. Here we go. There we are. Boom. Well, when I pop the tin and you open it like a can of Pringles, let's say, you know, you pull the top off on there. And okay, sorry to associate it with Pringles, C&D. That's, I'm not trying to demean anything, but I'm explaining it to the people that might not know. But you pop it open, and one of the things, just like a good whiskey, you want to nose it. You can't help it. But the notes of fruit, little smoke, like figs, plums. It seemed like it had a little nut on it, but like even like a creamy, I don't know, buttery, for lack of a better term to it. When I opened this thing up and I smelled it, and I'm like, holy smokes, this is different. It just wasn't. Let's just put it this way: with some of the notes I got off it, I just didn't expect it. And so, of course, I opened it up, and when I started pulling the paper out, and they have little pieces of paper in there like this, and there's a couple more that you pull out before you get to the tobacco. I touched it, and I went, boy, that really feels damp. My choice of words. You can't wring it out or anything like that, but it was just something that was unusual. I said, man, that's moist. Let's put it that way. So then and this is what the inside's looking like. So you got a couple more on there. So you peel the one back here, and then you grab, there's another one in there. Yeah, they really got this thing packaged nicely. I don't mind this. And then it opens up to a beautiful, beautiful flake. God, it's wonderful. Let me see if I can get you to see the flake in there and how it is. And I'll pull one out, nice and dark, beautifully dark. See if I can get one here without it all falling apart. Here we go. Here we go. Well, so much for not falling apart. But let me get it in here and focus. Come on, focus. Get off my face. Can we get it to focus here? You going to focus for me, or are you going to just stay on to me? You are. Here, we'll fix it. Boom. Focus. Bam. Oh, just focusing on me. But anyway, let me pull this back here a little bit. Sorry about that, but that's just what happens. I can get another piece of paper and put on there. But the flake is gorgeous. The flake on the inside of here is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's dark. You can see color in it from the Virginia's tobacco that's in here. It's really nice. And just smelling it is really, really nice. So I took this outside and packed it up. So, but like I was telling you, I thought it was moist when I first took it out. So as I was breaking it up, it really was sticking together. So my opinion, first off, it needs a little dry time before you would go ahead and put it in a pipe. But the pipe that I had ready to go for it was my Boswell freehand right here, which I did not pack this thing to the hilt. That's for sure, because I just wasn't sure what this was going to be like. And it's quite warm here. So in 105-degree temperature, I am not going to spend an hour or two out there. That's for sure. But anyway, Great flake, great nosing notes, good consistency inside there. I broke it up, let it dry for about 10 minutes, packed it up, did the first light. Very rich, woodsy, earthy, herbal, I would say, with floral notes on the smoke. And I'm trying to recall this. Um, the smoke was just deep and rich on there. If that makes sense to you, I know some of you are cigar smokers that are in chat, so um, you can understand that. But for those of you that aren't, think of a nice oak campfire. All right, so almost like a good peated Scotch, to which I'm thinking that this blend would really uh, go well with a Lagavulin, Port Charlotte, along that line. Well, even Lafroig, Ardbeg, or maybe something a little more subtle, but with enough peat that you know, like a Highland Park on there. But again, this time I didn't do that. I paired it with the Bull Run because of the higher proof, the viscous, how viscous the juice was as far as the whiskey, and the flavor in it. I said it had. Remember, I said it had the fruit flavor in the whiskey from the wine barrel. So I thought, okay, let's forego the smoky of like a peated Scotch, and let's go for this. So of course that's what I had poured, and there is another leaf in there, St. James Perique. It really gives it body with earthiness, a little herbal spice and smoke. And sometimes some people can find that overpowering or just too much for them. Gives them what they call tongue bite, or makes their tongue raw, or something along that line. I didn't get anything like that. I did not feel the Perique was overpowering in any way. And I'm just looking at some of my notes. So if you see me glaring down, I'm just kind of trying to keep myself on track a little bit. I did not feel that it was overpowering in any way whatsoever. So it's not like C&D's The Beast, which the blend contains over 50% St. James Perique. So you can see what I'm talking about there versus what we have here right now. But there's also some Orientals in there that really bring some floralness to it, uh, herbs and spice, wood, smoke type essence to it, but it's more the spice, almost like a peppery spice that we get on certain whiskeys. And there is also some fruit zest to it, like a citrus in there. So it has a lot going on. It has a lot going on. And the first bowl, like I said, that I paired with this, with the whiskey did not overpower the tobacco from this particular blend. And sometimes, like with anything, that can happen. So I thought that the pair worked well. And as I got into the tobacco a little more on there, I noticed more sweetness on the particular blend that I was smoking, starting to manifest itself as I got into the bowl and continuing to sip on the whiskey. The viscosity of the whiskey really seemed to do well with the smoke. And I'm trying to figure out how to describe that, because that was something that caused me to pause a few times, because I couldn't come up with a good explanation as to how those two come together. But it was a good pairing. And I'm not sure if it was because of the viscosity and how it coats inside of the mouth. Not sure, but I'm going to lean towards that. But it was an overall good experience. And I'm going to share something with you guys here in just a moment. Let me just pop this in here. There we go. So this is from their site, and I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but it talks about this particular blend. So I apologize. Let me just pull it up here a bit. So Steamworks is a complex Virginia Oriental flake comprising a range of top-tier tobaccos, including 6 unique matured Old Belt Virginia grades. We talked about the St. James Perique, Heirloom Black Sea Sokhoum Orientals from 2005. So there's some aged tobacco in there. And it was also enhanced by 2 separate steaming processes, where when they were putting or compressing the tobacco together, they used some steam in it to help bring the flavors together. Another thing is that some of the tobacco is flue cured. Flue cured is this: when they take the tobacco to the barns, the air is heated to help the tobacco dry, but they use a flue, so it's not exposed to smoke or fumes on there. So it gives it a distinct flavor. And again, I'm paraphrasing. You can Google all that and look. But I think it was done well, particularly in this blend, because it is, I would say, medium to full on the strength for sure. The flavor, I'm gonna say it's I don't want to actually say just full flavored, but there was a lot going on in there. There was a lot going on. So I'm gonna say medium to full on the flavor. Nicotine on this, it had a nice little nick hit to it. So for those of you that might be more susceptible to something like that, I would say use a smaller pipe, a smaller bowl, and see how it goes from there to see how you react to it. I didn't really notice it much until I got about a third of the way, if not a little more, into that bowl, and I certainly did not pack it full. It was about half at the time that I had packed it. It did need several relights due to the moisture content of it, but I don't find that off-putting at all. It's just one of those things that is, but drying time is going to help immensely with that, without a doubt. That if you let that dry out 15, 20, 30 minutes, it just depends on you. You can get the experience you're looking for, but you're going to have to test that out yourself. It's just to each his own. Some people will just break that thing up and pack it in a pipe and away they go. But I found that a tight pack is not your friend. You want it to be loose, but again, you experiment with that and what you like. But I packed it loose in the beginning and had done fairly well with that. So I would recommend you start there, but to each his own. I think that it's not an every day or all day type of a a smoke, but some people might be into this for their everyday. This is what I'm going to have uh, for days, or be their primary go-to blend. My opinion, it isn't. Um, Overall, on a scale of 1 to 5, and 5 being absolutely good, I would definitely rate this in there at a 4 to maybe 4.5. So yeah, I would tell people to go ahead, and if there's any still available, to go ahead and get themselves a couple and open a tin, give it a whirl. But I would think with the Virginias and Orientals in here that a little aging. So in other words, you take them, you leave them in the tin, put them on your shelf somewhere. They call it cellaring, and let that thing sit 6 months, a year. Because you've opened a tin. If you didn't blow through it in the first week, you can go through it for a little while if you put it in your mason jar, and you can experience it for a few months. And then if you want, in 3 months or 6 months or whatever, you can go to that next tin and you know give it a whirl. But I think Cornell and Diehl, or like I like to say C&D, because for some reason that's a tongue twister for me. Don't ask me why, but I think that I think it's pretty good. But you've got to like a full flavored tobacco. This definitely does not have a casing or a topping or anything like that on there. It is definitely not for somebody that's of the faint of heart, let's say, that does not like a full flavored English style tobacco. This definitely would not be for them at all. But I found it to be enjoyable. I found it to be approachable. I think that others who like that style of tobacco, uh, I think that it will work extremely well with pairing it with a whiskey like I did. But I'm really thinking that next time I have some of this, a peated whiskey, particularly a Scotch, would really work or enhance the smokiness and the flavor that's in there. The Orientals kind of really did to me also seem to stand out in this particular blend, that um, shined with a little spice, a little zest on it, but still had and maintained that deep, woodsy type of smoke to it, which I enjoyed on there and look forward to at some point in time having another go round, but with another whiskey on that. So, anyway, that's my conclusions on that and recommendations. If you guys are into pipes and tobacco like that, I think it's an excellent buy, and I think it's still on smoking pipes for sure. I'm trying to think. A lot of places were sold out, but I think Smoking Pipe still has it. I think tobaccopipes.com and maybe P&C Pipes and Cigars still have that. So if you're interested, give those sites a try and see if they have. Pick up a tin or two and see what you think. So really appreciate everybody. Hope you enjoyed that little tidbit there. I've got people in the back room, so I got to bring somebody on. I know he's waiting. He's like chomping at the bit back there, but he's got this shirt on. It's like, I can't believe he's going to wear that, but I'm going to bring him on anyway. What's up, John?
Hey, Anthony.
How are you, man?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm okay. I can't
That is
complain.
a beautiful pipe, though.
That is a Boswell
Okay.
freehand made by Boswell himself up in Alexandria, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, he's been making them for a long, long time. And got to just say cheers. A couple people had popped in real quick. William, cheers. And also, Baker Drinks, cheers. That's a new name. I don't think I have seen at all on there. And if you have been here before, I do apologize if I did not call you out. But thank you for popping on and joining us. Please do me a favor, smash that like button, because I know you're a subscriber, because we make that rule to keep all those stupid bots and stuff out, and it doesn't mess up our chats. So really appreciate you for joining us. I've posted the link and pinned it if somebody else wants to join in and chat a moment about some whiskey or tobacco. You don't have to be an expert in any way, shape, or form. We do what we call a pub style type of review, to where we open it up to anybody who wants to talk whiskey or tobacco. So it's up there if you want. I still got a couple more people here I got to bring on, all the way from Arizona. What's up, brother? Cheers, Z-Man. And then, of course,
Anthony. Cheers, John.
Cheers.
Whiskey Wars. Cheers.
Hey,
man, that's the hat of hats, man. The hat of hats.
Good to hang with you guys on this Sunday.
Hey, I'm just sitting here beating my gums, talking about whiskey and tobacco. You know, it's a beautiful Sunday.
I'm just glad you said gums there, Anthony.
Yeah, well, I think we got most of our teeth at our age. Right?
Anyway, so I scrounged up a couple different bull runs that I have, samples from the Turks and also the Fancies. Not the 16-year. I got two 15 years. So
see, I don't have those. Mine was the 12 cask strength.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought it was a 60. For some reason,
excuse me. Sorry. Right church, wrong pew.
Fair.
Yeah, right church, wrong pew. Sorry. I was thinking of Tater Dom and what I delivered to him. Not the same. He got a scotch. So
you're reviewing the 16, right?
This one is the American whiskey.
Okay.
The one I was talking about previously that I was hooked on, because that's what I thought you were talking about, was what I gave Tater Dom, and that was a scotch. So sorry. Let me step back. Apologize. So now I know where you are. Yes, I am drinking the Bull Run American whiskey 16-year MGP.
Okay, fantastic. And Chris, can't wait. Just so you know, so I can wear this crazy bedazzled hat. I have a giant head, so it needs to be a 7.5 at least, or else it won't work.
7 5/8.
Yeah, 7 5/8 is actually the exact measurement there. I can make a 7.5 work. It's a little tight, but
I get a headache if I have a 7.5.
Yeah, right. That eighth of an inch does make a difference.
It's like squeezing. It's like popping a zit. What are we drinking?
Well, I have just picked up and reviewed a pick from Liquor Lineup 2, the Bull Run. They just got another one, a 16-year MGP with a little collab by a local whiskey group called the Whiskey Slickers. Here, nice little tater sticker.
I'm gonna go. I have 2 Bull Run samples upstairs that Noah gave me.
Didn't you get a bottle when you were here?
I did the same thing. See, samples. This is my samples box.
It's
full.
Nobody ever sends me. Good gosh, I'll be right back. So that way I can try the Bull Run. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll wait here. I'm not going anywhere.
It's a pretty significant box, and it's full. Thank you, all you beautiful people out there. You're amazing.
Cheers, Jack. Thanks for popping on, brother. Sorry, I didn't mean to pass you over. I just got to beating my gums.
Jacob, cheers, brother. Good to see you.
That's right.
Yep.
So I'm on the Turk sample right now. I don't know where this is sourced from. I know the Fancies is a beam tote, but I don't know where this one is from. It's a 15-year, 114.98 proof. So yeah, whatever it may be, it's Bull Run. I know that much.
Well, I also looked up their distillery. They make a vodka too.
Okay.
They're out of Portland, Oregon. So,
Cool.
yeah. So I kind of perused their website this afternoon, a little bit before the stream, just so I could see what it was about, and I was like, okay, interesting.
I am on my first pour of the night, and it's going to be an easy Scotch night for me.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to get any argument from me if you're pouring a Boon of 12.
Yeah, my only problem is I got to go to another one because it's about right here right now.
Yeah, that would start me shaking.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. If I had a daily Scotch pour, that would be it.
It is. It is a delicious daily pour. It has just enough sweetness, just enough peat to be an approachable, nice drinker.
It's got the nice right amount of sherry notes too.
Yes, it does. Like I said, that sweetness is wonderful in there. It is definitely bar worthy to people that are looking for a very good Scotch with some peat. I recommend that all the time.
But it's also a 46% or two. It's not your basic 40%.
No, well, 46 non-chill filtered, no color added is what I call my holy grail when I look for a Scotch. I mean, I've got 40s. Yeah. I have 40s. They have their place, and they are excellent sippers.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a Glenfiddich 12 sitting on the bar all the time.
And I have 55 and 60 ABV Scotches. So they have their place too. Yeah. And a lot of people go, they got that high? Oh, yes. Oh,
I got some SMWS bottles here that are above 60.
Yes.
Right over there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean.
Exactly. But it's not something that people know unless you're into Scotch. You know, most people think 40, 43, 46, you know, but when you hear 50, 52, 55, 58, 60 and north ABV, it's like, what? Yeah.
That's why I like everything from Brooklotti, because everything's 50% or above.
So, Anthony, since this is typically a Scotch stream, and I'm sure at some point we're going to get into Scotch, I thought I'd finish off two samples that I got from Top Shelf a while ago. See if you guys can read that there.
Hold on. Let me highlight you because I figured out what the problem was. You should pop. There you go.
Nice.
That's an Ardbeg. Oh, you got the Ardbeg 25, you son of a hog.
Yeah. So that's before that's before the switchover. That's from the old distillery. Yeah. And also
Ardbeg 19.
Batch 1.
So I don't know if you guys recall me blaming Adriana and Nick for taking the box of samples from Top Shelf, Dustin.
Got back.
I just found them. Nobody tell Adam. Nobody tell Adam.
Totally Adriana did
it. Nobody tell Adriana. Nobody tell Adriana.
I would not put it past that.
She will literally stab you.
Yeah. Yes. But I will say this, and I said it before and I say it again. This is a good pick that they did. I mean, I tasted last year's there when we were there, Mike, with the gang. And I, for some reason, thought you bought one of those, but I know Vic did.
No,
maybe it was Stan. 2 or 3 people bought it. I can't remember the third. I don't know if Will bought it or Tim, but I know Will left with that. Was it the Springbank?
I bought the rare character. Yeah.
You bought the rare character?
Yeah, I think
it was that they had. Okay, then Will got the. Oh, which one did he get? Wasn't the Spring? Was it the Springbank?
He got that at Total. Oh yeah, he did. It wasn't Springbank though. It was the Springbank makes it, but it was a different.
Coherent?
No.
Nope.
Maybe it was Kilkerran.
Oh, well, maybe it was. I'm thinking.
Or it's either Hazelburn or Longrow.
Was it the Hazelburn?
Hazelburn, that was it.
It was the Hazelburn. Thank you.
Hazelburn is the unpeated Springbank.
Yeah.
But he bought that, and was the 15 year or something like that?
And then he went to Total Wine out there and got the Springbank. I forget what it was. One of the other.
You get the local barley.
Local barley. That was it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I have a question.
Just finish all my sentences, Frankie John Crans.
Hey,
I have a question for Jacob. What the heck is a cornbread casserole, and who is ruining cornbread by making it into a casserole?
Oh, I love real cornbread, not that Boston Market cornbread that's sweet and.
Oh, you mean cake? We call that cake around here.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I like it, but it's not cornbread. You're right.
My grandma used to make it, and you had to put milk on that shit to keep from choking because it was so dry. I loved it.
That's right, man. Good salty cornbread.
Yeah, it was just like, I need to put some milk on this bitch.
A little hot water cornbread.
Dip that in your stew or a nice thick soup. Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Chili. Oh, I want chili now.
Yeah, Dunkin' that and chili. Yes.
Ben talking about stopping at Permane Brothers because he's in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, man. I know.
I make a really good turkey chili.
There you go. One of my favorites is a good Southern cornbread and a nice thick beef stew. Man.
Beef stew. Man. I can't wait for fall to get here where you can start doing that shit again.
Yep. Let it cool off outside. With some good chili.
Oh yeah, it's got the sweet corn layered on top. I just had a little bit of pizza. You're not getting me hungry.
I got you. Okay. So like cream of corn on top. Is that the deal there? Is it something like that, Jacob, or just like regular?
Oh yeah, that's what I thought he was talking about was this cream corn on top.
That makes more sense to me than just like kernel corn.
Yeah, just like sweet corn cut off the cob or something.
Yeah, that'd be
just laying there.
Yeah, that doesn't really work for me.
I eat that shit with a spoon.
Wow.
I can see cream corn working on top of cornbread, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially if it's a good non-sweet cornbread. Like I could see you doing that just as a way to moisten it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got what he was talking about. I'm like, is he baking that? And then I'm going back and reading chat while you guys are chatting, and I'm like, oh, he's comparing it to that. Yeah. So I'm like, well, because then when I saw, I didn't see that. I saw this.
Apparently, we are hungry. If we
apparently
he was making cornbread casserole.
Well, because
I kind of want cornbread now. I know that.
Yeah,
I'm trying to keep up with chat because I know people have said things that I've missed. So I'm going through it because you guys are doing a fine job. So I can go and see what happened. And we're talking about cornbread, and I'm like, well, what's Jack bacon? And now I know. All right, Jacob, I'm good now. Thanks, man. I'm all caught up, I think.
I'll be honest, I have no idea if what I'm drinking here is really Bull Run. There is no label on this bottle.
That's all right.
For the sake of the stream, we're calling it Bull Run.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. You can say
it tastes good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that nice Golden Glen.
It's probably whiskey.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting, brown sugar, caramel.
Yeah. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, vanilla. You nailed it, Z-Man. Did I send you a sample?
Yeah, it tastes like bourbon.
Yeah, the color on that bottle, though, Anthony, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
What's that?
That dark color on that pick, that's fantastic.
Isn't this
almost as dark?
I mean, honestly, this thing
God.
is just as dark as. Sorry,
it's like coffee.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
But that's
it's almost like it's taken the Pinot Noir color.
Got me a little horny. I'm not gonna lie.
It was in there 12 months.
Yeah.
In that barrel. So
yeah, that's a beautiful.
It is. Are
you ready to see what I got this week?
Yeah, I do. Hey, hanging. Cheers, brother.
Hey, Z, what's up, brother?
So this is Stacey H's favorite distillery in the U.S.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she's sent me a few of those. Which Old Saints Keep is that? I don't have I have the 22 sample from her.
Yeah, this is the St. Patrick's Day 2023 version. So this is the only single pot still distillery in the U.S. I think that's probably why it's her favorite.
Yeah.
And they do not distribute like outside of Denver. They don't even distribute up here in my part of Colorado.
Well, I guess they must.
Stacey has her ways.
Yes, she does.
Dude, how does she find this shit? Like she literally, like it had to be like some sort of psychic thing to be able to find that.
She knows people too.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you know people, you know people.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line. You know people, and then hand deliveries happen.
And for the record, she's like, "Hey, tell if the head distillery, whatever his name is there, just tell him Stacy sent you." And I was like,
"Yeah,
son of a bitch! I can't tell anybody that I sent anything."
Is that good or bad if you say that? I mean,
it should be good.
I could
it should be.
Basically, there's one place where I could if Z-Man's there, tell him Stahl sent you, but it's not a good thing.
I was just going to say,
You're
it's
fucked
not
if
like
Z-Man
says one of us.
Okay.
I got it.
So Anthony, I have a question though. Is it as dark as this?
Hold on.
It's pretty dark. Yours might be darker. I don't know.
Well, yours is a 15. This is a 16.
What is that?
That's
I didn't want to show the label because
that's Balcones.
I was going to say that looked like Balcones. That didn't. I'm like, what is that? That is not looking like the.
I thought he was showing real whiskey.
I got to mess with Anthony any chance I get.
Oh yeah,
I thought he actually had a bottle of real whiskey up there. Yeah, no.
We are we're a month away from fall being here.
Just about.
Heck yes. Yeah. Cannot wait.
Yeah, I think it's September 21st is the first day of
Get
fall.
This summer bull crap over with.
We had 45 for a low here last night.
Oh, you can start opening the windows at night there, John?
I closed the windows last night, but starting yesterday for the next week, it's not going to be above 75. It's been 70 the last 2 days. It's just my favorite 2 days of summer so far.
We're supposed to be in a little bit of a heat wave after tomorrow. We're going to get up to the mid 90s, 2 more days, and then it's like mid 80s the rest of the way.
Yeah, we have a week of 70s, and I'm loving it.
I love this time of year when it starts to cool off.
108.
Jesus Christ, AZ. 109.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh.
Good God, man. How do you not die?
How long does it take to cook a T-bone on concrete then?
About 5 minutes. 2.5 minutes inside.
I would imagine blacktop's even faster.
Do you want to know the worst part? Do you want to know the worst part of 109 degrees in Phoenix? You have to drink a ton of water, and the water in Arizona tastes like shit.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Well,
get the bottled water.
I'm guessing it tastes like sulfur because you live in hell.
There you go.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. Like nobody drank from the sprinkler in Arizona. I'm just telling you right now. Nobody.
It would scald your face. That's why.
Did you grow up there, Z-Man, in Arizona?
Yeah, I grew up in Tucson.
Yeah.
There you go, Jacob. That's true.
That is crazy hot.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 111 until Thursday, and then it's going to cool off to 105.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Jay. Archery season's coming up quick, man. That thing, it's a month long. Archery season lasts a fucking month.
That's all you guys get out there?
Yeah, it's like a month or 6 weeks for elk archery.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because whitetail here is like 4 months, 5 months. Let's see.
We hunt. Our game is like wild out here. So like we make it a challenge. What the hell does
that mean?
We make it a challenge to go hunting out here.
Wisconsin, it goes from September to mid-November, and then it shuts down for 9 days for gun season, and then it opens back up again.
Yeah, we get November 1st. I have a buck tag this year, and I'm gonna get an over-the-counter cow tag, but it's only there for 9 days is the season, the hunting season for elk and deer, and then there's 4 of them plus archery season.
You have an elk buck tag or
no? I have a deer. No, that's a bull tag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have a bull tag. I was the only one in the family to get a buck tag this year.
Yeah, deer and elk.
That's the problem even here in Nevada. Like where I come from in Pennsylvania, when you got your hunting license, you got a tag for a buck. You got a whitetail tag. You applied for a doe license, and it was a lottery, but you had 2 turkey tags and all the small game you could stand. When I came out here to Nevada, you might as well wish in one hand and shit in the other before they'll, you have to get in the lottery and you have to pay them to get this virtually. Yeah, you'll be lucky if you get one in the next 10 years tag.
Yeah,
I got the license.
Mike, but you guys got muleys out there, right? You don't have whitetail.
Oh yeah, it's all mule.
Yeah,
we have whitetail like in eastern Colorado. There's whitetail, but they're also mule deer, and the mule deer are way tougher than the whitetail, so the whitetail don't make it very well.
Yeah, well, they're bigger.
They're bigger, and their antlers are made for spearing, not just fighting.
That's
like
right.
And they taste like shit compared to whitetail, just for the record, in general. But it also matters what they eat. So like whitetails eating like soybeans and corn out in Kentucky, like that's good living.
Mm-hmm.
Here they're eating sage.
I mean, that said, our deer are probably full of Monsanto products, but whatever.
Yeah,
semi-natural, I suppose.
Now elk tastes, so that's kind of the ranking of meat, right? It's like moose, elk, whitetail, everything else than mule deer.
Right. Hey, Gandhi, we came back after that short little interruption from YouTube YouTube being assholes. That was just a brief hiccup there.
I can't believe they would be. Please, come on.
And then we were right back at it. Yeah, you next time just hang in there with us, man. It's just it's about a 30-second interruption, and then we're right back to it.
Oh, is it a copyright thing?
Yeah, you know how YouTube is.
You're allowed.
Mike. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say you're allowed to pull up as long as your face is on screen. You should be good to be able to review music live.
You would think so.
That's supposed to be how the copyright works. I don't know. That's just what I've read, like in the subtitles of other people's videos that are reviewing music.
I've done a few, so on my other channel I've actually done some like live reactions, I guess is the right word. About 80% of them are copyright striked and can't be monetized. So
oh really?
And my face is on screen the whole time. So yeah, it's just it's a crapshoot. But so fun fact though, just briefly, sorry to interrupt here, Anthony, but that whole stream got completely blocked by YouTube when it hit after we were done. Yeah, so I just completely deleted it because nobody can even see it anyway. So yeah.
Was that the streamer?
I don't think it had anything to do with the music. I just think
you'd think the Metallica one would
be on there, and that probably did it, Sean.
Sean got booted like 3 times, and then you put the thumbnail up where it was F YouTube, and I just laughed when I saw that.
Yeah, they've kind of been on my ass ever since then.
That was.
Yeah, I think you can't do it more than 30 seconds at a time or something like that. Like you need to stop it before 30 seconds or something.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
we have to interrupt this stream because we have a special person who's coming on, and I'm going to watch him because I may have to take him out real quick because if he lifts the damn Pomanis brothers to his mouth, I'm going to be upset.
What is up, Ben? For Bonnie, I like it. Cheers, Bonnie, as well.
John Kranz. I'm hungry now.
What's going on?
Cheers, Ben.
If you ever have that for breakfast, it is the best thing in the world.
Hey, we don't want to see Ben. We want to see the better person in the car.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bonnie.
There you go. Heck, let him drive. We'd rather talk to you. He's not bringing me Permanis.
Did you look at your phone?
Oh,
Anthony?
shit. No. Oh, heck. Hold on. Hold on. I put the thing on silent because it just blows up all the time because I'm on stream. Oh, look at this. Look at this crap. Oh, my gosh. Is that the pastrami?
Yep. The
Oh
New Yorker.
man,
The pastrami and corned beef, I think it is.
yeah, I am
With Swiss
so
cheese.
freaking
Hey.
hungry.
Hey,
Look
you
at
gotta
that.
put a skirt on that porn, man.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
man.
Yeah, this is a disclaimer. Close your eyes, kids. This is a real sandwich. This is a real sandwich. This is everything you could want between two slices of bread and then some.
It's a big sandwich.
My God, Ben's going to destroy a bathroom later. Holy crap.
Which one did you stop at?
I mean, John, how is that different from any other day?
No, that's true.
That's what I'm talking about.
The story you told me about Bill Samuel's office the other day was hilarious.
Hey,
Oh,
fun fact. Me and Ben destroyed a bathroom together one day after having barbecue.
Oh God, where are we going with this?
That definitely happened, though.
Man.
Ben was there. Separate stalls, obviously. We weren't like shitting in the same toilet or anything.
Oh my!
It was like a dueling piano bar in there.
2 men, 1 toilet, but
Oh my gosh! Here we
that would
go.
have been messy.
Definitely modified Anthony's stream. Just by
Yeah,
me
sorry,
showing up.
Anthony. Yeah, we probably just got your stream taken down. I apologize.
Yeah. I'm really concerned about YouTube and
Shredward,
Yankee me.
Porcelain Thunder Brothers.
Also, what's up, Shred?
Hey Mike, there's the next T-shirt. The
Oh,
Thunder
Lord.
Brothers, Whiskey Uncensored
Did you-
and Whiskey Wars.
Right. Porcelain
Did you,
Thunder
did
Brothers.
you see
I
the
love
picture? You want to see the guy larger than life? Here it is.
There's egg roll.
Larger
him.
than egg roll really is.
Never ride dog.
Yes.
He's never been that big. Poor egg roll. He was partying today. Did you see the picture?
He puts up pictures of him every day.
Egg
Yeah.
roll definitely got
That
his
was good.
share of that sandwich, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I'm going to text Dan if he's not watching and say, yeah, egg roll helped me eat the Permanente brothers.
Hey, thank goodness for him.
Since Jacob's in chat, I'm going to pour a little bit of this guy here. And thank
Hold
you for
on.
the sample there, Jacob.
What?
I have a solo Mexican whiskey there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cheers to you, Jacob.
So
Hey, Ben.
I bought one of the weirdest whiskeys I've ever seen today. It's only like 100 mil, but I had to buy it. It was only $2.50. It's a 7-year age Slovakian whiskey.
Okay.
Has anybody ever had Slovakian whiskey?
Odds are it's
Yeah, I
not
have.
good at $2.50.
Yeah.
I've heard of a Czech whiskey, but not a Slovak whiskey.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, where's JD Bourbon Approach when we need him?
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
you're not kidding.
I'm trying to think like what longitude, latitude, whatever the case is that on it. That's fairly far north, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't
No,
know.
it's Central Europe.
Oh, is it central? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
maybe
it's
their climate is somewhat like Kentucky. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's south of Germany.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
we're running 70 west right now, Anthony.
You are.
Cool, man.
Yep.
Where did you stop at Permanente Brothers at?
Washington.
Oh yeah, I used to work down there. Matter of fact, Shane's son goes to Washington and Jefferson down there.
Oh,
Shane's
got
son's there.
Too bad.
from New Jersey. I got you.
I said,
It's got to be related to him.
and I'm like, he goes, where? He said, yeah, W&J. I went, holy crap. They told me I had a great time there. Yeah. They did. They said, you really had fun. I said, I guess so.
Hanging. Objects on Ben's shirt are smaller than they appear.
That's right.
Man,
Hey,
but it
you
looked
got
like you guys had a blast there at Sagamore. That looked like a hell
Yeah.
of a
It was
party, man.
good. It was a
It
good
does.
time.
It looked like it was a real good time.
It was hot as fuck yesterday, though.
I bet it was. And speaking of a good time, here he is. Bam.
Brian,
There he
another,
is.
What's up, Brian?
another fellow
Yeah,
that
guy's
was there.
gorgeous.
I was there.
Yes.
That guy from the back. And I finally got to softly caress Brian's wood.
That's
You
what I'm
did.
talking about.
He can crash my wood now anytime he would like.
There you go.
Cheers, Brian.
Yeah, cheers.
I
buddy.
like the you kept track of the cogs from whack.
So
That
when are you
was just a drunken guesstimate, John.
So when are you getting back into the wood shop, Brian?
As soon as the temperature allows me.
Oh my gosh! I figured you'd have put an AC in there by now.
Yeah, that's what it needs. But next week it should be in mid 70s. So
There you go.
yeah, if it's anything above like 80 outside, it's just too hot in there.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine.
So
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
no, his is actually walnut.
Oh, that bowl?
Yeah, Ben's is walnut.
A very
It's actually-
super hardwood that
I
Ben's
mean,
wood.
if we're
Exactly.
gonna
I couldn't give Ben a softwood. It had to be a hardwood.
No. Yeah, I mean, if it's real, it has to. We're talking about it's really a Brian wood, or a Brian. He made it
Right.
with Brian nut. There's a little bit of him in every piece of wood he makes.
Yep, I do my shine juice on there and rub it in real good. Sorry,
There you go.
Anthony.
Well, we know you're talking about woodworking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What else would
I
we
mean,
be
if they
talking
want,
about?
they could go watch your videos, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
The finish
I mean-
goes
The
on
name of
it
his
at
business will be
3,000
Bits of
RPMs
Brian.
is what the finish gets rubbed in at.
There you go. I mean, I know people might come into this and
Those
go,
little
what the
swimmers
heck are
never-
these guys talking about?
Talking about wood.
Those little swimmers
about
who never
wood.
been that fast.
I just want to point out that's some really fast rubbing. But
What the heck?
Oh,
There he is. You all right there, Brian?
Oh, yeah. Well, my internet's been.
I'm
I got
telling
the
you what.
phone. I got
Last
the phone
week,
and the tablet running, and the TV. My wife's watching the likes right now, so
there you
I'm
go.
drawing too much juice. So I'm going to turn off chat on my phone, so I will not be able to see chat.
Well, you know you're
See
going
if
to
that
bring.
helps.
Mixer on a
Which
Sunday?
means I don't need these. Yeah, they're doing a fundraiser for a friend of Dan's that needs some assistance.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. I'll have to stop in there.
Yeah, one of the friend had bumped and hit his head, had a nosebleed, went to the hospital, get that checked out, found out he had a tumorous mass inside his cavity.
Oh,
Holy
wow,
shit!
man.
oh man.
that's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Freaking sweet,
you know,
Jacob.
wish him luck, that's for sure, and I hope that works out. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't even.
Yeah, I just happened to see it.
Yeah, I saw Dan's post on Facebook earlier today.
I saw they were streaming, but I didn't really look at the thumbnail because Anthony was on, so I probably
the problem
should've
is lately
paid attention to that.
I know I'm subscribed to their channel and I've clicked on the bell, but I just don't get notifications
What
like
the
I
heck?
used to.
I hear it on-
I haven't gotten notification
Am I
in
going
probably a
wrong?
month on any channel I have the bell clicked on.
I mean, I
was
know
going
when
to West
Ben,
Virginia again.
you took a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Apparently, what the hell's going on? The 71
Well, you said-
back and forth.
No.
The
Especially if you were
the
long
Rocky
with it.
Mountains are a little less rocky than I expected.
you
That's
must have-
John
you must
Denver.
have got on the
Shit.
You must have got on the wrong part of 70.
Where am I?
Doesn't appear that way. But
You
why
still-
is it
are
have
you
me
heading-
getting off of
Traffic?
Something's weird here. I don't know. Let me jump off of here and figure out what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah,
I'll
take
talk
a
to you guys
minute.
in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be here.
later.
Later, Ben.
Yeah, he said he was on 70. I thought he said 70 west, and I'm thinking,
Yeah, that's what he said.
why is he going west? Because he would go back to West by God, Virginia. He should be
Yeah.
on east, but then he should be on 79 or the turnpike. What is that, 76? God, I'm trying to remember these freaking roads back there. I don't travel them anymore.
So Anthony,
Isn't the Turnpike 80?
No, Pennsylvania Turnpike's not 80, 76 or something like that.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Anthony, he's heading my direction. He's heading over to Kentucky.
Yeah, he's going to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Well, he was in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where he went unless he went out.
He must have went somewhere else because he went
if
up.
he went 270 to 70 or 68 to connect.
He's going the northern route to avoid the whole West Virginia trip. So he's going around West Virginia. That's what he was telling me earlier.
Well, why don't he just go straight down? I think it's 70, 76. Go through Charleston and come into Kentucky and, the Bluegrass Parkway, I think it is. And God, I haven't driven from Pittsburgh to Tennessee and to Nashville. I did that 3 or 4 times.
I think he's trying to avoid the mountains. That's what he used.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cheers, Paul. What's up, buddy?
Why would you avoid the mountains? Like, I seek the mountains out.
I'm telling you, right?
Hey,
Those are my favorite place to be.
hiking bourbon. Cheers, man. But yeah, okay. I kind of got it now. I think I got what you're saying, Sean. But I'm like,
but back to my first comment on that stream: go high or go home.
Hey, I think I'm gonna. I tell you what, I mean it. That bull run, this 16 years that they did it at Liquor Lineup, it's damn good. I want to pour another one, but I've had 3 already. So
cool, man.
I went down in proof a little bit from the Boona Habit, but a little bit darker cherry. So I dropped down to the
Edredor.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Ben, you just roll through some of those hollers. It's fine.
Yeah, just go ahead. Is that the 10-year or the?
That's the 10.
That's the 10.
I've had the Caledonia, and that's phenomenal. The 12.
Oh yeah. I haven't had that, but yes, that is very good. All right. Oh,
I have yet to try it straight from the barrel yet.
Hold on. So, a little more than a month ago, give or take.
Okay.
All right.
So, I was at Liquor Lineup. The wife pulled in and said, "You want to go to Liquor Lineup?" And I was like, eh. So she pulled in there. Well, of course, what am I going to say? Okay. So I went in there, and there were 5 of these different bottles like this, different ABV, and going from this and higher. All right. Higher than 61.4.
Nice.
And have you ever tasted anything that's finished in the Tokai casks?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. It's pretty unique. It's not bad. It's just a different flavor, and it's good. Well, I got to be there and sample all those with a couple of others, and I can't say which one, but one of them is going to be their next pick coming up in the Liquor Lineup. And I'm going to tell you what, all of them were good. I don't have the picture on my this computer. If I did, I'd show all 5 bottles. They look identical to that, other than the proof. They were all phenomenal. From one of them, other than the proof, you would have thought you were drinking a Michter's toasted barrel, just a higher proof. But the finish on this was a little peculiar. And so that was the only difference. But I got that Michter's toasted barrel, and that was the first thing I blurted out. I go, this is like a toasted barrel. And if I'd have got that when Adam and I did the blind, we'd have had closer points. But I changed my guess. But anyway, they were really good. And I don't know when it's coming out, but I do know that it's going to be around the holidays or just a hair after. I'm not 100% sure, but I will tell you, you got to look out for that, because that was pretty impressive tasting. Pretty impressive.
I haven't heard. Have Lil and Chris got the work thing figured out for their trip coming out here? Wasn't Chris's company giving him a hard time about taking such a long leave?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he hasn't brought it up on Ken's stream yet.
He must have got it figured out then.
I don't know. To my pictures I posted from Sagamore on Facebook, he said, looking forward to seeing you in DC. So
There you go.
Yeah,
They said they thought they were going to get it figured out, but yeah, he was pissed off at his boss.
when was that, Mike? Because I mean, last I heard from Lil, I guess it
About a
was
week.
last Friday.
It was about a week ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because last Friday, Lil said everything was ready to go. So I don't know.
That's about when I last talked to her, because she sent me a text, or not a text, but a message in chat, and said, "Nope, we're pretty much ready to go. The passport's ready, and they're going to invade America." Look,
is that mine, Slapshot?
Yeah.
what's that?
Is that mine?
Is that ours?
No, that's mine.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
That's not even the pick from that's the 8-year. The pick that they did
Oh, that one's mine.
is that one.
Oh.
Well,
Just kidding. The Vasco's got me one.
Oh, did they?
What is the
See how they are?
It's fabulous. I
That's
tasted
fabulous.
it there, and then 210 when I was on with 21090s, I tasted their Still Austin pick. And
What does the tater sticker say? I can't read it.
trifecta. It says trifecta
Oh, all
with
right.
because 21090, Mash and Journey, and Dusty Dan, and since horse racing, Sagamore Farms, trifecta.
Well, that is cool.
How you liking that pick, man?
It's fabulous. I haven't opened mine yet. I'll be opening that next, but I tasted it there, and they had flights, and you can
Cool, man.
do and whatnot.
All right, Anthony, I'm going to go get ready to go. I've
Well,
got a few things
that's
to do.
that's
for
what I was
Patreon.
just going to say.
Sure.
Hang in, or somebody, if they can, post your link, because it's 6:00. Livewire really will be live tonight, and that's when we're going to end. So everybody can go over there and harass Livewire whiskey.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll see you guys in a little bit.
you will. Cheers.
Cheers, Stalzy.
Hey, also Jacob, cheers, buddy. Good seeing you.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait till you have steady internet, man. Can't wait to have you back on stream.
Cheers,
You know,
Gizmo.
I don't want to jinx myself, but the internet has been good here lately. Hey, Gizmo. But last week, and then when I did the stream outside, oh my gosh. That's why I didn't go outside today. And besides, 105. And electronics and high heat just don't work.
They shut off my internet last night because somebody hit the cable box, and then when I called them and asked them when's it going to come back on, they told me wait till Thursday. So right now I got no internet.
So you know what I would tell them? How much are you deducting every day from my bill, since I'm paying you for internet?
Oh, well, they're closed on the weekend, and I did tech support via the telephone or the phone, so I was texting them back and forth. I was spitting tax by the time I was done with that shit. I'm like, really, guys?
Spitting tax. That's pretty mad.
Yeah, they were.
That's
pissing
pretty
me
mad.
off. Like,
All right, so I got to have another pour, because if I go back into that bottle, I'm going to be doomed. But
What are we
it's
going with,
so
Anthony?
good. I don't
You're going to
know.
be munted.
I could be. I might not want dinner. I may just drink it instead.
I hear you.
Are we sticking with
people.
bourbon? Well,
Well-
you're drinking scotch, John. I know that.
I was about to
Z-Man?
go. I'm about to go to Scotch. If you
Okay. All right. Well, I know Z-Man's drinking a beer and what?
I got a bourbon.
And a bourbon. And I know you got a rye, or you got a bourbon, Brian.
I'm on the 8-year Sagamore rye.
Okay. And
You have a
and
scotch
you got-
there, Zena?
And
What?
I'll get a scotch, since John has one, and Sean's not always visiting me, so I'll do a scotch.
I grabbed some scotch. I got some of my classic Lottie left.
Well, you got a bourbon and a beer. You might as well throw a scotch in there.
Yeah, what
One
Exactly.
One Scotch.
One
bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
one beer.
I was drinking Little Oban, Little Bay the other day. That's a wonderful little pour.
Mm-hmm.
Who did the music trivia? Who did the original of that song?
What song?
When bourbon was got to here.
I want to say John Lee Hooker.
No.
George Thorogood.
Is it older than John Lee Hooker?
No, Thorogood was the cover.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know who the original was. I've never heard it.
I have, and that's what I'm trying to think. But that's what popped into my head.
I heard anything other than George Thorogood doing it.
Yeah, I've heard the John Lee Hooker version.
As far as I know, John Lee Hooker is the original.
Really?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I haven't had any Brook Lottie in a minute. So hold on. Let me go and grab that. I'm just going to pause my camera a minute, but I hear you all.
And dare I say, I think the John Lee Hooker version is better than the Thorogood version.
Anything that John Lee
I'm
Hooker
going to
does,
look
man.
that up so I can hear it.
Bottle's almost gone, according to my level.
I mean, I could listen to him play boom, 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 boom all day long.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, John's voice is just so fantastic, man.
Oh, his guitar playing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that smells good, man.
So I'm on the Ardbeg 19 there. Thanks to Top Shelf.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the 19, then the 25.
Well, according to Wikipedia, it was a blues song written by Rudy Toms and recorded by Amos Milburn in 1953.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, well.
So John Lee Hooker did it in 66 and Thorogood did it in 77. So the original is,
wow,
we're all wrong.
Yeah, all right.
Wow.
Okay.
So I've never heard the actual original then.
Yeah,
I
well,
might have to screenshot that and go back and play that later.
Yeah,
I why when I wake up tomorrow, why I screenshotted that.
Thanks for putting that up there, hanging.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah, I
go
hear you,
find that
Brian.
and listen to it.
So you said you're drinking the Ardbeg 19, Sean?
I am. Yeah.
All right, then I'll do an
It's pretty
Ardcore.
dang good.
Then I'll drink an Ardcore. How's that?
Sounds good, man. I like it.
Yeah, it does, because I haven't touched this bottle in a while. It's so good to I can't get another. So I'm trying to be sparing.
I mean, anytime I'm drinking Ardbeg, I'm pretty happy. So
I guess I'm going to Ardbeg next then.
Well, you don't have to, John. Stay right where you are, brother.
No,
It's
but
all
that
right.
sounds really good though. No, my next pour.
This is the one I'm going to have. I got this at,
cool, man.
yeah.
Is that the standard or the CR?
This is the committee release, the Ardcore. Yeah, but this is the one that has black malt barley. The black malt barley, so it's not. Yeah, it's
Okay.
I could just kick myself for not going back and getting that back up for this, because now I really. I mean, I'm like, oh, I should have done it.
You know, that 19 is a beautiful pour. I don't know if I could say it is what is that now? Somewhere around $1,000.
Oh yeah,
1,500 maybe. I don't know if it's $1,000 better than the 10 year.
correct. Correct.
Like that's it's good. It's a very good peated scotch, but as much as
Not $1,000 good.
yeah, I really love, and the 10 is a fantastic pour. So
Well, it is.
yeah, it's hard to justify that price jump.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Well, we talked about the Boona being a good daily. I mean, Ardbeg 10 would be a great daily too.
Yeah, man.
The 12-year-old Highland Park is great. The Glenmorangie Quinta Reuben 14
love Quinta
is
Reuben,
delicious. Yeah. The Glencadam 10. Glencadam 10.
Yeah,
It's
Glencadam's
not
good.
heated, but
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's
Kingston 12.
yes. But look, they have their place.
Yep.
One, because of the age, and they are rare. In other words, there's only so many, and it's
Right.
gone. It's gone. So I got it, but it's the secondary that's kicking them way up.
Yep.
That's the secondary that's kicking them way up. So I wouldn't pay that secondary price for it. Now, the Ardcore, I like it. And I like it to the point where I'm having this, and then I got to tell myself, stop. I don't know. The dark chocolate notes in this are absolutely phenomenal. Just smelling it.
Yeah.
The peat is just, I hate to say it's tarry, thick sweetness. I don't know how else to describe it, but you do get some chocolate on the nose, but it's very like a dark burnt type chocolate. Oh my gosh.
You know, I got to say, and I said this in the review when I did the 10, the 19, the 25. I'm glad that Ardbeg did a switch over. I'll just I'll say that the old stuff from the original stills and all that, there's a little bit of an ashtray note going on. That I don't really love, especially going back to back like this. Yeah, it's not really my favorite peat note.
And you know what? Now that they got a clean still, let's say, it is going to be a different note. But those stills were well used and seasoned. Let's put it that way. They're very seasoned. They were.
Yeah.
And so you really got a taste that you have to acquire it, and you either like it or you don't. And so I understand when you don't say you don't like it. But
I mean, so if I don't know how many of you have smoked a wet cigarette back in the day.
She's like, "What are you doing?" I was resting comfortably.
Alex,
Nope, she never comes in here, and Gizmo left when I opened the door to talk to the wife for a second, and then she came in, so I was like, all right, I'm going to break your witness protection and put you on screen.
There you go.
We know who you are.
The moose is in the hoose.
Holy smokes, look at this. Look at this. Cheers, brother. How are
Cheers,
you,
Moose.
Alex? Great to
Cheers,
see you,
Moose.
man. Always a pleasure to have that Canadian in here, that's for sure. He doesn't stop in often, I'm surprised he's still up.
That's a good fella right there. Love you, Alex.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's fun to chit chat with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm switching over to American single malts now, so
Keep going.
Yeah, Anthony, this is one I wish I would have bought more of. I bought another one, but
Scorch, I still see that here from time to time, but I think I want to say it's close to $200 or more a bottle.
yeah, I paid $150 for it when it first came out.
Yeah. I think it's a little $200.
That charred cask, it lends a sweetness that kind of overpowers the seaweed note. So there's more of a sweet peat to it.
Note. Okay. Wow.
Where's the wind?
Oh, sorry, it's my fan.
No.
I turned. My mic's on the right side, so when I turned, it hit it. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
My.
I was like, everybody's inside. Where am I getting this wind from?
Maybe somebody had beans. You don't know.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I just like what the charred cask did to Ardbeg. It kind of sweetened it out.
Good to hear, Alex.
Yeah, we were getting worried there. Like,
Yeah.
because if you needed to, we'd all come up there and help you empty them cabinets out.
Yeah, there we go. Yep.
If you ever need assistance, Alex,
Yeah,
I'll make the trip.
that's right.
Mhm.
John will be the first responder. And
Yeah,
we'll
there
be
we go.
right up. Yeah.
He's probably about a little more than 8 hours, probably.
See, there you go. We got it all planned out. But yeah, that
Plus, I
when
know
you said
he's got
seaweed-
plenty of Kill Home and Sideshow up in Ardbeg. So.
Yes, he does have kill omen. But when you said seaweed, I'm like, what?
You know that maritime note that Ardbeg has?
Yes.
The charred cask add a sweetness that kind of overpowers. You don't get that seaweed briny note. It's sweeter peat.
Having a hard time drinking my stash in the hot tub. Just take it with you.
Yeah.
It's not hard. I have a hot tub and I would just pour a dram and set it on the side and get in the tub.
Hey, so fellas, you guys are much more into the Scotch world than I am. So I have a Lagavulin 13 Jazz Fest from 2021.
What?
Wow.
X Mezcal. This is also from Top Shelf, by the way. And then also I have a Long Row NAS from 2021.
You're probably going to love the Long Row.
Okay.
Long Row is heavily peated Springbank, same distillery.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
We'll get into that next then.
Mhm.
Wait, actually, I just realized that we only got like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was just going to say we got about 10 minutes before live wire. But we got to make sure we go over there and support live
I don't
wire.
know how far I'm going to make it into Mike's stream. I was drinking before Anthony's stream, and I've drank quite a bit on here.
Me too.
I'm on my
I was
third pour of your
drinking
stream, so
before
I'm doing pretty good here.
too.
Cheers, Alex.
But mine was strictly scientific research, though.
Of course it was.
I
Mine as
had
well.
an obligation.
Yep.
I too, science, surely. I was comparing Ardbeg 19 and 25. The world needs to know. So, for science.
I
Yes.
as a consumer appreciate you guys drinking garbage to tell me whether or not it's good.
Hey, look,
Hey,
it's a
Z-Man,
sacrifice we make for you, Z-Man.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, I appreciate that.
I know you do.
Z-Man, we got to get you into peated Scotch, man. I know it's not really your bag, but
And my first scotch was a Lafroy 10, and it was a peat bomb, and it ruined my palate for the rest of the night.
Just get a sample of Ardbeg
Lafroig 10
Ugadal.
will do that. Lafroig 10 will ruin anybody on peated Scotch. It almost ruined me. Thankfully, after that, I had a real peated Scotch after that. I had an Ardbeg 10 after that, and I was like, okay, actually, it's not all dog shit, just that one.
I bought a wee BC, and it was me, and I got a Glenmorangie 10 that I like, and the Classic Lottie, I like it.
I had a Lafroy Select, and that was absolute trash. I couldn't stand that one. Then I had Ugadal after that, and then I just changed my mind.
Yeah,
I've had a sample of Ugadal. I like it. I have not bought a bottle.
Ugadal. That's
it's a Hondo out
if you need one peated whiskey for the rest of your life, Ugadal would probably be the one.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oogie is a wonderful thing.
indeed. And yeah, Alex is right. You've not really lived until you had some Kilhoman.
Kilhoman.
Thanks to the wonderful Stacy H. Obviously, 4-leaf whiskey. I've had several. It's good stuff.
I've had a couple bottles here, but thanks to Jake, I had the was it the cask strength, the FTR cask?
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. And then another friend in Illinois, I got it was a single cask strength Madeira finish, Kilhoman. That was wonderful.
Oh yeah.
DMC, cheers, buddy.
Hey, I just caught that. I just was looking at the chat because it was moving.
I can't believe the DMC made it all the way over to Maryland, though. Good on you.
I met him.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
I just couldn't believe looking at the picture of you, and then I saw Dan, and then I saw how tall Ethan was.
Yeah,
Oh my God, the guy's a monster.
Like, so
I only saw Ethan's eyes when he was sitting in a chair, because otherwise they were way up there.
like, I'm a pretty tall fella, but Ethan makes me look short. Ethan is a giant human. He's a big fella. Yeah.
So what are you, 5'5", Sean?
No, I'm 6'3", but Ethan's got 3 inches on me, I think.
Wow.
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 I believe he's 6'6". Yeah, he's big.
Yeah, he's probably about a foot taller than me.
How tall is his wife? She right there. She right there with him.
Katie's short. I think Katie's actually shorter than my wife.
She's taller than me, so she's taller than 5'6".
Oh, she. You put a girl at 6 foot, she can compete with whoever she's with, which is always nice.
Yeah, I guess Katie is taller than my wife because my wife's 5'4". So yeah, I guess Katie's 5'7", 5'8", something like that.
Yeah, I'm 5'10", and my better half is she's 5'2". So I have to constantly, bend down and grab a hold of her.
Yeah, there you go.
Because she's so short.
But
but it's so much easier for her to reach up and pop you in the schnoz.
Oh,
yeah, that was the picture.
Yep, those little baby hands.
Hold on, let me highlight
he
that.
made Dusty Dan look like a midget. I'm just like,
And that's Adam Shelton in the back behind Katie and I.
God bless. Yeah, Katie's tall too. Look at her.
For some reason, I thought Dan was taller, but I guess not.
Well, I think it's just compared to Ethan.
Yeah, everybody's small.
Either way, though, Dan is a sexy SOB. Love that fella. He's a good dude.
Yep, great guy.
And in the Turks too, like two of the nicest people you'll ever meet. They're just fantastic people.
Sitting on the wagon, that's the only way I could look Tim in the eye.
Yeah, I'd say. I think Tim's got an inch or two on me. Tim's a big fella.
Put that up again, Brian. Yeah, I was going to say because the last one I seen, you definitely.
Well, I have that one too.
Hold on. Yeah, that's the one I replied to. I said, "You look a little vertically challenged." He says,
Yeah.
I remember I saw that.
Well, I had to take that one with Tim because I have a picture of him and me in front of the barrels at A. Smith Bowman, so we had to get in front of the barrel at Sagamore.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I know, David. I forgot. We left, I was like, I should have taken a picture. But at that point in the lobby there, I was so ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
When Shane
Next
Long does
time, David.
when Shane Long does the get-togethers at his house, you get to see how tall people are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shane's a big dude too.
Yeah.
Are you talking height or width?
Height.
Okay.
Either way.
I just wanted to clarify in Shane's defense.
Yeah,
Isn't that what Derek says? He's 6'4" in both directions.
Yeah. Where has Derek been? I have not seen him on a stream in a minute, man.
He was on Deck Stream
He was on
late
Dick
last night.
Oh,
He
yeah?
was on Dick Stream last night tearing it up. It was hilarious.
I watched the replay because I
I
got
guess
home and I went to sleep.
Yeah,
I
I
guess I'm
watched the NASCAR race, and then I watched about the first hour of Vic, and then I went to bed.
Yeah, I was on there for about-
I guess I just go to bed too early. I don't know.
Anybody see that guy, that Ryan Priest that flipped at Daytona last night?
No, but I heard about it. I saw a bit of it on the news.
He barrel rolled like 12 times.
I tell you what, if NASCAR gets back to like crazy old rednecks just fixing up jalopies in their backyard and doing that shit and slamming into each other, then I'll watch it again. But as far as I can tell now, there's nothing about those cars. It's a Ford or a Chevy or anything.
No, the hood, the roof, and the trunk are still stock dimensions.
Okay.
That's the only three parts. Those are the only three parts that are stock.
Yeah. They're spec cars now.
Yeah.
They got to buy the parts from the same place.
Yeah.
After the loss of Dale Earnhardt, they're not going to change anything anymore.
Yeah, but they need to. Yeah, but see, you can't go back to like the original way where you went to the showroom and picked up a car, put a road cage in it because everything's plastic.
Yeah, I want guys doing a couple shots of shine before they get on the track, and then
See, I want them to come back to North and South Carolina. I want them to go back to little short tracks again.
Yeah, man.
I get tired of them just making, left turns.
And it's like Jeff Dunham and Bubba J. It's like drink. They're taking a left turn. Drink.
Well, the super speedways are boring until they hit each other and cause commotion. Otherwise, they're just all going along at 200 mile an hour, having a good day.
That's why the short
So
tracks.
somebody pushes somebody a little too hard, and they go. Whoop.
Short tracks like Talladega are fun because it's like a roller rink. Who's going to hit who first?
Yeah.
They can't pass each other, and they just eventually just. Boom, 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 boom.
So we have 6 minutes until live wire whiskey. Everybody, 6 minutes. 6 minutes, and we'll be ending the stream. And then everybody go over to Live Wire and tell them Bourbon Neophyte sent you.
Yeah,
they may ban you for it, but they may ban you from Live Wire whiskey for saying that. But you just got to do it.
I've been thrown out of better places.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, by worse people.
Yeah. Speaking of rednecks, I live in a small town, and we had our county fair this weekend. You want to talk about rednecks that come to town once a year?
Both people show up?
3 days of tractor pulls? Yeah, it's...
And was it lawn tractors or real tractors?
Let's see. They did farm tractors one night, antique last night. I think Wednesday or Thursday they did modified lawn tractors.
Did you enter?
No, I live about half a mile away, and I could hear them from the house.
Hey, so, John, good call on the Long Row NAS from 2021, man. That's
Yeah,
That's good.
that distillery. So Hazelburn's unpeated, Springbank's the mildly peated, Long Row's they're heavily peated.
Yeah, that
is good stuff, man.
Yep.
It is. It is.
It's a sweet peat, not like ashtray peat. So
No, but yeah, that's got that Campbelltown funk though. That's
But see, like we've always talked, depending upon the distillery and where they get the peat, and let's just say Long Row is on the east side and using Springbank is on the west side, even though you think they're getting it from the same area, the peat's different. I'm just using that as an exaggerated example, but depending upon where they are, each peat is different. It's not the same.
I mean, even Lefroy, Ardbeg, and Lagavulin are right next to each other, and they all three taste different.
Yep. I was just going to make
Kilhoman is its own animal.
Kilhoman is a really different peat.
Yep.
It's very clean. Very clean. It's not ashy or
no, it doesn't have the iodine to it either.
No.
So if I had any complaint about Kilhoman, and I do love it, but for me it's a little bit too clean. I want a little more dirty funkiness, like not Lefroy funky, but I want a little more. I don't know, something going on.
Well, no, I got you, but you know what? Once you learn to appreciate it, the Lefroy, you appreciate more and more. You just do.
I haven't found the one yet, but I keep hearing they're out there.
There's like one out there for you. I can assure you. There's one out there for you.
I had a few years ago, a friend had a 6-year-old heavily peated Bunnahabhain that was from SMWS. So it was their festival single cask. And I swear it was Lagavulin peat, Lagavulin malt.
Really?
It was that profile.
Did it make you go,
that's good stuff, man?
Hold the bottle up, look at the bottle, and go, wow.
No, it was so strong. If you remember Mike Tyson punching the guy in Hangover, that's what it did to your palate.
There you
go.
But it was so good.
And that was AWS?
Oh, SMWS, Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, was a single cask.
SW, you said, okay. I was like, what did you say? AWS? Okay.
Gotcha. No, I said, SM. So it was heavily peated. It was like 62 or 63%.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the peat was so heavy, it was like Mike Tyson. But it was that sweet Lagavulin profile.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that sounds so damn good to me.
It was wonderful.
Wonderful looking. I can't have it.
Hey, real quick on Ben Demon Hunters. So I live in a similar situation to John. So like I live in the sticks, and John can confirm because he has to pay extra money to ship stuff to me.
So if I point this way, Green Bay is 40 miles southeast of me. I'm in a town of 1,200, a little small dairy farming town.
But then there are people even in our community that we refer to as in the sticks, and they only come to town like once a month when they get their paycheck, and you'll see them at Walmart. They're special people.
My problem is this town here, every little town now, even 500 people, they're building a Dollar General now. And the people that I'm seeing in the Dollar General that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't know there were so many meth heads around here.
Yeah. That's what the first of the month is at Walmart around here. It's like, didn't realize we had so many damn meth heads. There's a lot of them. There's way more than I thought.
Well, see, so about 15 miles west of me, there's a Walmart, and there's a large Amish community, and there's also an Indian reservation that's right next door, and the hillbillies. So the different people you see, and then the drive-through at Burger King, when you see two Amish teenage girls with their little horse and buggy in the drive-through.
There you go.
And then the poor guy that's got to come out and sweep the horse shit out of the drive-thru.
me and John live in similar communities, so we have a lot of Mennonites and Amish around us as well. So yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay, let me just interrupt here and say it is 1800 hours, which means it's time for live wire whiskey. Everybody, let me get just a little more pour here in my glass because I can't go out. Oh, listen to that nice pop. and I am doing the hardcore again just because it was
Yeah.
so damn good. And I know I said I wasn't. I know I said I wasn't, but
Ben,
too damn
Ed
tasty.
Gein was about 2 hours south of me, closer toward Madison. I'm northern Wisconsin. Ed Gein
Later,
was central
Isaiah, it's good to
Wisconsin.
see you, man.
so just want to say thank you to everybody who is in chat and popped over today.
Yep.
Thank you to the people on the stream here with me. Let's just raise a glass and say cheers, everybody. I look forward
I'll
to
send
seeing
you right
you
now, but
all
cheers.
next week. Head
Cheers,
over
bro.
to Livewire. Tell them Bourbon Neophyte sent you, and I'm sorry if they boot you. Cheers,
They
everybody.
won't.
Have a good night.